whole Namazu festival.
Oh yeah, that's true. Beastman Quest. I always do those.
Yeah.
So.
And then in 4.36 is when we will be getting our Eureka Pagos.
Man,
right.
So
man, are you shitting me?
So
4.36. How does Square Enix? Damn it!
How did they manage to delay the second iteration of Eureka?
Especially because the first one came in 4.25, right? So 4.36, that's more than a patch later.
It is.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It is. So on May 22nd, when this patch drops, you can knock out the MSQ in your first day and start doing your Namazu Beast Tribe quests. And then you really just have to do, Evilise once a week?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Until Deep Dungeon, which you probably is only going to be used for character leveling, let's be honest. And so, just wait for 4.36.
Are we gonna get Deep Dungeon in 2 injections of it again?
Probably. They'll probably add another 100 floors onto it. Honestly,
they made it sound like there's 100 floors, and after 30 is supposed to be hard. So
really,
okay, right. Yeah. They did mention that this is supposed to be a lot harder.
They said after floor 30 is supposed to be 4-man challenging hard content. So if it really is, I will spend between 4.35 4.36 just doing that. If it's actually.
But Nika, what if that's it? Because if it's just weapons again, they're basically going to be saying, "All right, do this super challenging hard content, but just for the content itself." Like, if there is no type of reward for you,
I don't think it would be weapons anyway, because Eureka is weapons.
No, stop. If there's no type of reward in there for you whatsoever, are you still going to spend weeks doing it?
Well, wait a minute. Whatever rewards we get out of Heaven on High have got to be one step below Eureka Pagos, because it comes out later. They're not going to put Eureka Pagos out and have that be lower than Heaven on High.
Well, hold on. Not what the final product is, because that would help to make Heavens on High a little bit more relevant. If it, although people, were able to do
the fucking Eureka gear doesn't even get to your tone level gear.
Right, but when they said floor 30 and beyond is going to be hard, challenging 4-man content, I'm thinking raid level 4-man content.
I would think so too, but the rewards would seem to think, and especially the timing of the patch would seem to say that the rewards are probably not even going to be as high as the tome rewards.
Well, if you remember when they came out with Palace of the Dead, that weapon was invalidated 2 weeks later when you were allowed to upgrade your tome weapon.
Exactly. And this is pretty much, I mean, it's not the tome weapon, but it's basically the relic weapon stand-in. I mean, does Eureka Pagos coming out in 4.36 instantly nullify any rewards from Heaven on High? Because I have a sneaking suspicion that it might.
It will, however, if you haven't been keeping up on Eureka, or depending on how long it takes to fully upgrade in Pagos, it may still be worth it to have gotten your Heaven on High weapon. But it still sees like it's same old Square Enix.
Why though? Objectively, unless the next Eureka gear ends up being significantly worse, not 5 levels eye levels behind, but 10 eye levels behind. You know what I mean? How do they do this? How do they balance that? How do they balance another set of gear? Maybe it's equivalent to Eureka with different stat allocations? I don't know. But knowing that both weapons and gear are going to be coming out of Heaven on High makes me really curious.
I'm actually not 100% sure it'll be gear. You
upgrade
you
gear.
Enhance gear, but that could also just be a translation type thing. I honestly have a really bad feeling that this will be Palace of the Dead for this expansion and operate in all the exact same ways it did.
That would make sense.
It's supposed to be different, though.
Well, it's supposed to be harder, and yes, palette swaps. But what I mean by that is the only thing that Palace of the Dead really stood for last expansion was a fast track to level cap.
And, I think that it's kind of shitty that they're going and changing the original Palace of the Dead, why can't you have 2 different game type modes? Like,
well, I think it's just the way that you get your tokens, weapon. Yes, because remember in the old one, when you turned in to get the new one, it basically reset you back down to have to level up again.
Okay,
which
that makes sense.
Honestly, I didn't mind because again, you have to put a little bit more work into it. Now, this is kind of basically saying like, all right, once you get that weapon, you ain't got to worry about being gimped again.
Right. Okay. All right. That's a better explanation. Limit Break Radio on Skype. 810-515-8715, limitbreakradio.com/Discord. Let's go back to our phone line and talk to Nutella Waffles. What's going on, Nutella?